Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're going over Extremis Iron Man and Ultimate Captain America from Marvel Legends. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. Ultimate Captain America has a really nice portrait. I find though that he doesn't have that sort of butt chin that the other caps have. I do like the texture a lot on this helmet. It's very nice. The ears poke out kind of strangely. It's very weird. I'm not sure if they should really be covered or not. Man, that texture shows up really well. The face is a little bit bland. The eyes are nice and blue. The A is painted pretty well, at least. There is some weird sort of bleed over from this mask going onto the face. It's fine, I guess. It's a pretty good head, all things considered. The body is of a mold we've seen before with new shoulders. I do like the stars on them. They look pretty neat. They're painted all right as well. This star is painted kind of off a little bit. That's a shame. And this is not painted that well as well, so that's 2 points off for this. What a bummer. It does look nice though. The color is a nice deep blue. The little straps over here, the canteen, all this belt piece over here looks really nice. I wish there was more of a harness kind of thing going on for him and some stuff for the legs, but this is the only kind of brown we have. It's a shame that we don't have more straps on him. That'd be really great. Aside from that, the colors are nice. The gray bleeds in well to the blue, and it looks fine to me. It's pretty okay aside from those paint mishaps. The legs are your normal bog standard legs. They're basically just blue with the boots, and it's just all right. It's pinless tech once again. It's pretty nice, but I do wish there was a bit more color in here, maybe some wash or something. As far as accessories goes, he comes with these two fists that are pretty all right. They're nicely done. They can swivel and then hinge back and forth. Pretty fine. The head is alright too. Not a fan of this grimace though. The mouth looks really weird with the face printing tech, and the teeth are just very strangely printed. Again, it's the same printing as before on the sides of the helmet, but that grimace makes me look kind of weird. You get some nice swivel out of it, some back, and some forward with that. It's a pretty good head, but not the main one I'll really use. He also comes with a splayed out hand with pretty good articulation, swivel, and then hinge the same way once again. It's to replace a shield throwing hand, I guess. It's pretty okay, but I'd rather it had something else, like a trigger finger hand maybe. You also get a swivel and then hinge on the other way for this holding hand. It holds his shield quite nicely from the bottom. The shield is pretty nice too. It is slightly rubbery material, which doesn't work that well for the shield. Kind of wobbles around, so you want to pre-pose the hand, then put the shield in. Then, yeah, that's fine holding it, I guess. It's a nice looking shield, and much better than the one we got previously from the Retro Toy Biz line. In a stroke of absolute genius, Hasbro put the peg below the star, making the back look much nicer. You can also peg the shield in. I dare not use the other clip piece because it would wear out. It looks nice on his back and from the front too. It could use some straps here to give it some real life application. As far as articulation goes for Captain America, the head can go back this far, forward this far, swivel left and right over here, a tiny bit of pivot if you will, up this far. You want to push it down so it doesn't actually hit this piece over here. Be very careful not to scrape the paint. It goes all the way around. You get a swivel over here, a double jointed pinless elbow very nicely over here. We also get back and forward a little bit with some round. Let's get around over here and around over here. I wish there was a crunch over here they could have done or something like the G.I. Joe line. The belt is a little bit kind of not really floaty. That's weird. It's kind of molded into the whole thing. You get splits over here and in. You get up this far and back this far and double jointed knee pretty nicely. That's very good. Swivel here, swivel there, down and up, and then pivot with two peg holes on the feet. Definitely kind of a rubbery, sort of gummy figure. He looks nice though, especially with that shield. Very good figure and pretty cool looking. He's pretty high on my Captain America list. So here is the Ultimate Captain America next to the Toy Biz 20th Anniversary Captain America and the 80th Anniversary Captain America. I find this one has the best coloration and the best articulation so far, along with the best shield of the three. Way better than this one with the holes, and way better than this one that's too small. Even though I love this figure, I wish that this aesthetic and color could be transferred to this figure to make it my favorite, along with the articulation and pinless tech as well. For now, this one's my favorite so far. Great job, Hasbro. As far as kit bashing goes, these straps from the AIM Agent 2-pack may not be the same color as the belt, but they'll have to do for now. They do cover the star in the back, yet provide a nice buffer from this red that will leach out onto the star over time, so that is pretty good as well. It fits on nicely and makes him look a little more well-rounded. This older Captain America head I actually actually think it might be an Ultimate Captain America head. Looks pretty nice on him. It is a little tall sitting on the neck peg, so you may want to Dremel it down. I'm okay with this. I probably won't use this that much, but I think it fits pretty well for the character and kind of in a way looks like John Cena before he was a big thing. And here's the Toy Biz 20th anniversary head. It's just okay for me at least. I don't think the hairstyle really fits or the look looks too nice, happy, and determined as opposed to the sort of war-torn, grizzled Ultimate Captain America, but it works well in a pinch and fits better than the alternate one I just showed you. Ultimate Captain America stands at about 6¼ inches tall or so next to Jesse Hecht Creative. You know what? You are the Ultimate Captain America. You have a great color scheme, articulation, accessories, your shield isn't a strainer. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. Extremis Iron Man has a really interesting head sculpt. It's really sort of plain in a nice way. I love how contoured it is and compact it looks. The ear plates are really fun and neat looking. I do like all the little grooves in the helmet. It looks super nice and awesome. That sort of off gold bronzish color is great, and the little yellow eyes tie it in together. It's really nice and very simple. The body again has a nice simplicity. It's kind of stout in a way. I like it. It's really compact. The gold once again is really understated. I love that. It's pretty awesome and really neat. The back has some nice contouring and lines. I feel like if you put a Gundam marker to this thing, it would really shine. We have this cool little piece over here that kind of lights up, and the arc reactor, at least this triangle, looks really cool as well. These hip pieces are going to probably bother me in the future because they may break off, and I'm worried about that. But for now, it looks super nice and cool. I just wish it was detailed a little bit more. The legs are somewhat plain. They do look very shiny though, and I think the white light bouncing off of it makes it look a little bit better. The muted gold all but disappears when you hit the thighs, but that's fine because it kind of picks up around here with that lighting source. It's very nicely done, and the shine detracts from it. They're pretty good legs, and they have some nice grooves in them and cutouts. They're really awesome looking and very sleek and cool. Nice design. Extremis Iron Man comes with 2 fists you can swivel and then hinge like every other fist, but they do stop around here, kind of. That's interesting. They have a couple little holes in them. They're a little bit swirly twirly metallic. They're nicely done and pretty cool for Iron Man fists at least. He also comes with repulsor blast hands with a hole facilitating that repulsor blast. They're pretty nice looking. They do swivel and then hinge back and forth better than the fists. They do have the same kind of stuff and very chunky hands with these little holes over here too. They're pretty interesting and kind of cute, but just don't stare at them too long and think how chunky they are. And yes, those hands facilitate repulsor blasts. They look really cool. They are a nice kind of color of yellow. They're really interestingly done. They kind of fade out to a lighter yellow at the end, starting here as a sort of more orangey color. They look super cool, fit in his hands really well. It's a mold we've seen before, but in a nice color. It's awesome for Extremis Iron Man. You can also fit the repulsor blast on his foot pegs. They're really nicely done here. I like how these are multifaceted parts, and it's a shame he doesn't come with more of them, so you can put them both on his hands and his feet. As far as articulation goes for Extremis Iron Man, the head can go left and right over here. It is a little loose in the ball. After some time, it's kind of weird. The head goes back this far, forward this far. You get some nice pivot over here. It's pretty okay. The arm goes up, and this slides up a little bit, interestingly enough. Time will tell how it will be okay in the future, but that's fine, I guess. Goes all the way around with the arm. No butterfly joint or anything. You get a swivel over here. You also get a double jointed pinless tech elbow. Very nice. We also get swivel over here and back and forward, not that much. Some nice pivoting all around. Some nice tilt up this far on the legs. It's kind of weird. This thing's buckling inwards. Just watch out for that. It's kind of a weird piece over there. It does swivel out of the way, up, at least if you want to get the legs out really far. So just be aware of that before you move these legs. Just move them up for now. Put it up this far, like so. Back really far, very nice. And double jointed knees that are pinless tech, very nicely done for that. Swivel up here, no swivel down here, down and up, and then pivot with 2 peg holes on the feet. Definitely smooth articulation that takes into account pieces that move with each other. Again, time will tell if these pieces will move correctly or anything and be fine. But I like how this figure moves and articulates. I just wish he came with one more set of those repulsor blasts. Here's Extremis Iron Man with the previous Extremis Iron Man, and then the Stealth Suit Iron Man using the same mold as this one. It looks nice, but I love the candy coloring of this one. It's much better looking than this sort of dull red and gold. Make it this color, it would have been perfect perfect. This color is even more perfect though. If we get this with this together, it would be excellent. But for now, I think I'm going to keep them all. As far as kit bashing goes, the Charles Bronson Toy Biz type head works really nicely on this. It fits pretty snugly on the ball and is really cool. You get some left and some right, but it's really tight and you do get up and down very nicely for this head. It works out really well, even if it's a tiny bit big. The 80th anniversary Iron Man head works out really nicely for this. It's pretty cool. Not really my favorite because of the personality look of the face, but it works pretty fine. You get some nice swiveling very well. It pops on the ball very well, goes up and down this far. It's a good head, just not my favorite for this buck. The Invincible Iron Man armor head looks nice on this body. I do like the pompadour and everything. However, I think we're going to give it to the Toy Biz. It just looks much better on this body as well. You do get some nice swivel over here, and you do get some back and forth. Pretty okay on that with this head. That doesn't really stay on too well, but it works nice popped on. It's pretty fair for this and second best. Extremis Iron Man stands at about 6¼ inches tall next to Jesse Hecht Creative. Ladies and gentlemen, Iron Man Extremis! Overall, I thought I wouldn't be a fan of these figures because of the current declining quality of Marvel Legends, but these two are on the up and up. Ultimate Captain America is a really nice figure. I like the alternate expression. The accessories are very nice. I wish he came with a separate holding hand instead of the throwing hand, but that's fine as well, especially for this pose. His shield is wonderful as you can actually use it without any accessories, and it looks great on its own, and the paint job and articulation is top notch for this figure. Extremis Iron Man just needs a better paint job and he'll be alright. I love how it looks. Everything about him is basically perfect. That head could be a little less wobbly on the ball, but that might be an issue with just my figure. Other than the color scheme, he's really nice aside from needing a few more blast effects. If you're thinking of skipping the Pef Adder wave, pick up Iron Man as he doesn't come with any parts. But if you want a great Captain America, pick up the Ultimate because he's ultimate. So which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching and keep being creative. Stay tuned.